Once upon a time, in the peaceful village of Umuobi, there lived a young woman named Adaku. She was known not only for her beauty, but also for her kindness, humility, and the grace with which she carried herself. The village elders often remarked that Adaku was like the morning sun, bright, warm, and full of life. She was betrothed to Chinedu, a strong and charming young man from a noble family. Their love was the kind that songs were composed about, the kind that villagers whispered about with admiration. Their union was eagerly anticipated by all, and when the wedding day finally arrived, the village was filled with excitement. The wedding began with the Igbo Nakwu, the traditional Igbo wine-carrying ceremony. Adaku, dressed in a richly embroidered red and gold blouse with a flowing George wrapper, was adorned with coral beads around her neck and wrists. Her skin glowed like polished bronze, and her braided hair was decorated with gold ornaments. Women of the village sang melodious songs as they guided her through the ceremony. Nwanyi Marama, be aware digi, beautiful woman, come take your husband. Her father, a respected elder, sat under a thatched canopy with other elders, waiting for the moment when Adaku would present palm wine to Chinedu. This was a sacred tradition. She had to search for her groom in the crowd, kneel before him, and offer him the drink. Chinedu, looking regal in his isiagu top and red cap, beamed with pride as Adaku gracefully knelt before him. He took the cup, sipped the wine, and finished it to the cheers of the crowd. The union was sealed. Elders poured libations to the ancestors, calling upon them to bless the couple with prosperity, children, and a long life. The village, Umunli, gathered, exchanging kola nuts, breaking them as a sign of unity and goodwill. Drummers played the akoro, and dancers performed the atilagu dance, leaping and spinning in celebration. Everything was perfect. Love filled the air like the scent of fresh palm wine. But just as the ceremony neared its conclusion, disaster struck. Chinedu was nowhere to be found. One moment, he had been at Adaku's side, beaming with joy, and the next, he had vanished without a trace. Murmurs spread like wildfire. Women gasped, elders whispered, and some guests even began to leave. Adaku's heart pounded in her chest. She searched frantically, calling his name. Her once radiant smile was now replaced with sheer panic. The village square, once filled with laughter and joy, was now thick with tension. The elders, seeing the unrest, quickly took charge. The Ozo title holders, respected men of wisdom, gathered under the Udara tree to deliberate. The oldest among them, Nze Okonkwo, tapped his staff on the ground and spoke in a deep, authoritative voice. Umunem, we must not allow fear to consume us. Let us act wisely. A search party was formed immediately, led by the strongest warriors in the village. But Adaku couldn't sit idly by. She knew Chinedu would never abandon her, not after everything they had been through. Determined to find him, she joined the search, ignoring protests from her family. She wandered deep into the village outskirts, calling his name into the night. It was then that she found the first clue, a torn piece of his isiagu shirt near the riverbank. Fear gripped her heart. Could he have been taken? An old fisherman claimed he had seen something, a shadowy figure dragging another towards the forest. The elders, upon hearing this, called for a diviner. A respected Dibia, native priest, arrived, clad in white, his face smeared with sacred chalk. He cast cowries onto the ground and studied their pattern. Your husband is alive, he declared, but he is in great danger. The village held its breath. As the search intensified, the truth began to unravel. Chinedu had been kidnapped by a rival family, the Nwokolos, who had harbored a long-standing grudge against his lineage. They had plotted to ruin his happiness and disgrace his family name. The elders of Umuobi wasted no time. They called for a peaceful but firm intervention. The village Ofo holders, custodians of justice, marched to the Nwokolo compound, invoking the spirits of the land. If you do not return Chinedu, they warned, the gods will demand justice. Faced with the wrath of the ancestors and the united front of the village, the captors had no choice. Chinedu was released, battered but alive. When Adaku saw him, her knees buckled with relief. She ran into his arms, sobbing, her wedding beads rattling as she trembled. I knew you would never leave me, she whispered. Chinedu, weak but smiling, cupped her face. Nothing in this world could keep me from you. The village erupted in celebration. The drums sounded once more, and women ululated in joy. To cleanse the bad omen, the elders performed an So'ani purification ritual, offering kola nuts and palm wine to the earth. The wedding was rescheduled, and this time nothing stood in their way. Adaku and Chinedu were married again, under the watchful eyes of their ancestors, their bond stronger than ever. As they danced into the night, the villagers sang, Ifunanya din iru, ihe ojo agagi egbulia. When love stands firm, no evil can destroy it. And so, their love story became a legend in Umuobi, a tale of devotion, courage, and the power of unity. Thank you so much for watching this video. We truly appreciate your time and support. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Streamtales TV, Kaitsa Juyib, Tzapyals Africa, for updates and more exciting stories. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to bring you more captivating tales. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story. Follow us for more thrilling, emotional, and inspiring tales from Nigeria and beyond. See you in the next one. We love you, and we say bye-bye.